I'm wondering how much it would cost to do a transmission and front and rear differential flush. Memphis. Hey guys, on today's episode we're going to be changing out the transmission fluid and the differential oil. It's recommended for the older GTRs to change it out a little bit more frequent than the newer ones. So with the 09s, it's recommended to change it out. Originally they said every 20,000 miles, but it turns out 36 is fine too. So basically my rule of thumb is that if you've gotten your transmission hotter or over 200 degrees Fahrenheit, it wouldn't be a bad idea to change it out. So I'm heading to the track this weekend and I've never changed out the fluids before, but my car just hit 60,000 miles, so I want to make sure to get that done. So the fluid that we're going to be using today is going to be MOTUL's differential and transmission fluid. For the differential fluid, we're using the 75W-140 weight. And for the differential, you'll need a quart for the front and a quart for the rear. And then for the transmission fluid, we're using MOTUL's Multi DCTF dual clutch transmission fluid. And for that, it's recommended that about 7 quarts roughly. But when we get into the video, I'll show you guys kind of how to test when you're full on that. But without further ado, let's get into the install. All right, thanks guys. So first things first, you want to make sure that you get the car jacked on all 4 jacks. All right guys, so there's 2 bolts on the rear differential. You have your fill bolt, which is right here, and then you have your drain bolt, which is right here. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna release any pressure or air that's built up into the differential so that all the fluid comes out. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you how I have the fill bolt kind of set up on my ratchet. I have about let's say a 4-inch extension, and that kind of helped me maneuver it. There's an open area right here, right behind the oil pan. That's helpful to get your ratchet in there, but otherwise it's a pain. Alright guys, so the drain plug is right here. It's a 5mm Allen head. So we'll go ahead and take this off. Alright guys, there's a leveler tube that's in there as well that you want to drain out, that you want to take out so that you can fully drain it. And then once the fluid is completely drained, then what we'll do, we'll go ahead and put that leveler tube back in. Okay guys, so the other thing that you want to do is you're going to want to remove this heat shield. So these are 2 10mm bolts on your passenger side, and then there's gonna be another 2 on the driver's side. Okay guys, so next couple things that we want to do, all the fluids are flushed now. We want to go ahead and get the car started up. And now what we're going to do is cycle the transmission. So first we're going to put it into neutral. And then you're going to want to put it in manual mode. And then you'll put it into first gear for 5 seconds. And then give a little gas, put it into second gear for 5 seconds. And then you'll come back down and then you'll turn the car off. Put it into manual mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift it into second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take my foot off. Put it into first. And then we'll drain the oil pan, the leveler, so that it's just like dribbling out. So get out any excess that may have been built in the system or anything. And then after that, we're going to do the same process, but we're gonna have the transmission warm up for, to 122 degrees. So we'll go from there and we'll take it on a test drive. Let's call the dealership and see how much they charge to do the transmission and the differential flush.
Is this on the 2009 GTR?
Yes, this is on the 2009 GTR. I'm wondering how much it would cost to do a transmission and front and rear differential flush without filters or anything like that.
Okay. So we are looking at $1,743. Front, the rear, and the dual clutch fluid.
Okay, all right. Well, I will probably give you guys a call back. I'm probably due for that pretty soon, so just planning things out. What? 1,700 bucks. So that means, let's do some basic math. What it costed me, so let's say it was $200 for the case. So we'll divide that by 12. So about 16 and a half. So we used, what, 7 quarts, right? So 116 bucks for the transmission fluid. And then we'll say plus roughly 50 bucks for the differential fluid. So that comes to a total cost of what we did today, 166 bucks. Say it's 170 bucks, right? A little bit over $1,500 by doing it ourselves. So there you go, guys. I hope to continue to bring you guys some value. We'll go from there. $1,500. Wow.